Atreus, here.
Yes, Father. Good to know. What happened over there?
This is the sun.
That ghost son? How do you know?
The sigil. It matches the dagger we found in his father's back. He stood his ground, but it was not enough.
They betrayed him.
Betrayal begets betrayal. My guess, the young one murdering his dad didn't sit well with the others.
He thought himself ready to lead. It cost him his life.
I guess.
Look there, lad. By his feet.
The whetstone!
Yes. They used it to smash his face in.
They did? Ew.
Focus up, boy!
this whetstone behind. If Sindri wants it, it must be really useful.
Well, lad, reavers have very specific priorities. If it's not shiny and you can't eat or drink it, might as well use it as a blunt object.
Boy, over here.
There's a scroll here. It belonged to the sun. Wow, this goes on and on. Father, forgive me, filled with remorse, forget my actions.
Had he thought before taking action, there would be no need for regret, yes?
Yeah, maybe we should bring this to his father, back at the storeroom. There's something down there. Can we dock here? Come here. How'd you come to be in these lands?
And we'll pick this up later. How did it go at the stronghold?
We found your whetstone.
Oh, wonderful! This staining is unusual.
The Reavers used it to smash another Reaver's face in.
Oh, wonderful. Here, for your trouble. I can't wait to test out the new whetstone. It may not look like much, but it's practically humming with magic. I've needed a new one after my brother borrowed the last one. I saw him spit on it. "To lube it up," he said. I didn't ask for it back.
So, I heard you and Brock are kind of famous.
Well, you're half right. Whatever did you hear?
That you made Thor's hammer.
Oh, yes, we did do that. Mjolnir put us on the map. It was a legendary run. Gods and kings knew our brand. We really did make quite a team.
So what happened?
Oh, well, that's a long story. Things happened that made it difficult to find that certain spark, you know? Inspiration is a fickle mistress.
Huh?
Oh, enough distractions. You see the mess I have to clean up around here?
Amir, how'd you come to be in these lands?
Lad, there comes a time in every man's life when he changes his name and heads north to make a new start. If you live long enough to do this many times over, you might end up as far north as this place. By the time I arrived, I already knew Odin by his reputation, and so I set to demonstrate my worth by coming to him with something I knew he'd value. A mystic well of knowledge. You know what? I'll tell this one later. Now, I believe I was just acquainting Odin with my mystic well of knowledge. Or rather, I should say, a well of water laced with enough mystic mushrooms to make a god see visions. Oh, he was rightly impressed. Can't say for sure what he saw that led him to try gouging out his own eyes, but I managed to restrain him before he finished the job. You know what? I'll tell this one later.
Here. Boy.
Sir! Another map!
Can you read it?
This says, False Leader. I've seen it written all over this place. so Odin gouged out his own eye. Because of mushrooms you gave him?
Aye. Then I persuaded him it has been his sacrifice made for an even higher form of sight to be bestowed. Blah, 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 blah. I used to think he never caught on. But the day he took my eye, I realized he had never been fooled. He knew I'd outwitted him, called the lesson wisdom, and hired me to make sure from then on I was on his side. And for a long, long time I truly was. Doesn't mean he didn't hold a grudge.
तो क्या लगता है आपको?
The man just wanted to have breakfast when, out of nowhere, a harpoon pierced his chest. The assassin politely saluted him before dragging his lifeless body away. But the next day, the assassin was the one impaled by a harpoon. His killer? The same man he had killed yesterday. Before this, the man had already died 138 times. Every time he was killed, he would wake up at the start of the same day. This time, as soon as he got out of bed, a massive 40-meter-long blade came swinging at him. But he had been through this too many times to panic. Calmly, he put on his clothes and deflected the attack with nothing but a simple t-shirt. Then, without any rush, he made himself a cup of coffee. After taking one sip, he casually threw it into the face of another assassin. And that was just the beginning. A second wave of killers arrived, this time in a fighter jet outside his window. They opened fire with a Gatling gun, spraying bullets into his apartment. But the man had already taken cover behind a pillar. When the gun overheated, he threw a knife straight into the pilot's head. The jet spun out of control, and the man casually walked through the flying bullets. This was his 139th resurrection. Just then, his alarm clock rang. He quickly grabbed his jacket, because it was time to jump out the window. As a helicopter exploded behind him, he landed perfectly into a garbage truck. Of course, in his past 22 attempts, he had missed the truck every time. Once, he even got crushed flat by it. But even when he landed safely, there were always more assassins waiting. Like this pair of twin sisters, who had killed him 17 times. Or the bomb expert, who had blown him up twice. Even his so-called long-lost brother had killed him 3 times. Sometimes, he managed to fight back. But in the end, it was always the same result. Especially against Blade Girl. She was so fast that before he even saw her move, his head was already rolling on the floor. No matter what he tried, he could never survive past 12:47 p.m. So, instead of fighting, he decided to spend time with his son. They had the best time ever at an arcade. But as they left, the man noticed something strange. This time, the clock showed 12.
This viral video of a 70,000.
Bad idea!
We jump.
Really?
Oh dear.
Bad idea!
$2 robot apparently running away. Surprising my best friends at their wedding with a song I made for them with Suno.
विदेशों में औरतें ना रो रही हैं जो सिंगल मदर्स हैं। उनका अगर हस्बैंड या बॉयफ्रेंड उनको प्रपोज करते हैं तो हम रील देखते हैं, ओह माय गॉड आई एम सो हैप्पी आई एम सो एक्साइटेड। वो कैसे क्रेजी हो जाती है कि भाई मुझे शादी के लिए प्रपोज कर दिया, क्योंकि उनको ये चीज पता है कि आदमी क्या होता है। एक आदमी क्या होता है, वो आपका बैकबोन, आपको फाइनेंशियल सपोर्ट, आपके बच्चों का फादर होता है।
रजत दलाल पुनीत सुपरस्टार को धमकी दी है। यस गाइस, बेसिकली पुनीत रजत को कॉल आउट करते हुए बहुत सारे वीडियोस अपलोड किए हुए इन द पास्ट एंड रिसेंटली रजत एंड दिग्विजय वाला जो इंसिडेंट हुआ था उसको लेकर भी पुनीत क्रिटिसाइज किए थे। वेल आफ्टर दैट चलो कोई बात नहीं, छोड़ो आपका मान सम्मान, आप हमारे मेहमान, थोड़े बहुत भाई है, बाकी आ जाएंगे जैसे ही चलेगा। कैसे कर ले हो, प्यार से, भाईचारे से, या कैसे ही बता दो कहाँ है, हम आते बात खत्म करो। कट कर दो भाई, आए नहीं, चलो कोई बात नहीं।
देखो ये आपको यहाँ पे जो पहले टच कर देगा, इसके लिए अगर आपको जीतना है तो आपको जीतना है तो यहाँ टच करना। इसके अलावा किसी चीज का सपोर्ट नहीं ले सकते आप। ये तो पकड़ना है, रुकना दूंगा। ये पकड़ना है और 30 सेकंड का टाइम है। 30 सेकंड में टेक दिया तो ठीक है, मैंने स्टॉप मोड खोल दिया है। भाई पकड़ लो और सेट अरे कैसे भाई, हाथ मत तोड़ देना, चलेगा। 8 सेकंड हो गए भाई, 20 सेकंड 20 सेकंड 20 सेकंड और 20 सेकंड बचे, 15 सेकंड बचे। अबे कैसे, अरे देखो ये आपको यहाँ पे जो पहले टच कर देगा, इसके लिए अगर आपको जीतना है तो आपको जीतना है तो यहाँ टच करना। इसके अलावा किसी चीज का सपोर्ट नहीं ले सकते आप। ये तो पकड़ना है, रुकना दूंगा। ये पकड़ना है और 30 सेकंड का टाइम है। 30 सेकंड में टेक दिया तो ठीक है, मैंने स्टॉप वॉच खोल दिया है। भाई पकड़ लो और सेट सेकंड। अरे कैसे
What are you fools doing here? Come to pilfer my boots and small clothes.
We found your son. He was betrayed too. And we found part of his journal. It sounded like he regretted killing you.
Fat lot of good that does me. How'd he go out? He died fighting?
We found 4 corpses near his. They were decapitated.
Ha! Vandrit always did keep his sword nice and sharp. A lesson he picked up from me. He's a backstabbing bastard, but knowing he's in Valhalla sets me at ease. Thanks.
You did a good thing. I'm glad we came back here.
That thief did not deserve the peace you gave him.
Maybe so. Still, it feels good to help people. Even the dead ones.
So much like your mother.
कि सभी कह रहे हैं जब रजत वर्सेस राजवीर हुई तो आदि नागर ने अपनी दोस्ती निभाई, ठीक है, लेकिन जब आदि की फाइटिंग हुई तो राजवीर इतना खुल के नहीं आया।
अच्छा, खुल के आना क्या था इसमें? 2 भाई की लड़ाई है, समाज के भाई। जब रजत वर्सेस राजवीर हुई
जी
तो गुजर वर्सेस राजवीर नहीं थी ना।
I think this is the last one. Might as well, right?
Fine.
Kvekia. That wasn't so bad.
You. I must speak with you.
What's wrong?
I came to this lake with a group of tradesmen, seeking refuge from the desolation. But how could we know it was even worse at the Lake of Nine?
We cannot undo your mistakes, Spirit.
I know that. But I fear for my captain and crew. I believe they are still under the water. Will you find them for me?
Is there anything you can offer us in return?
I have little to offer.
Oh. Well, I'm not sure.
Wait! I died wearing a valuable family heirloom. It's yours, if you promise to find my crew.
Deal.
Thank you.
You are learning.
Why didn't you or Mom ever tell me about the desolation?
I won't speak for your mother, but it was never my concern. Nor should it be yours.
Doesn't it concern us if everything around us is dying?
Our only concern is reaching Jotunheim.
Really? Then why are we exploring all these islands?
The resources we find improve our equipment. If we stray from the path, it is only to prepare ourselves for the journey ahead.
I can live with that if it means we keep exploring. And killing others. Crew? That's a tough crew.
And all his responsibility.
That's a lot of responsibility.
Does it frighten you? Responsibility.
Oh, no. I don't think so. I mean, I think it used to, but not as much anymore.
Why is that?
Well, being out here with you makes me feel more grown up.
अगर आप मुझे पानी में धक्का मारेंगे तो मैं ये नहीं कहूँगा कि बचाओ बचाओ I know my stuff, I cannot stand up. मुझे पानी में धक्का मारेंगे अगर आप मुझे पानी में धक्का मारेंगे तो मैं ये नहीं कहूँगा बचाओ 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 I know how to swim. I know my stuff. I'll come out. मुझे पानी में ठीक है ना ठीक है सही है
I see some loot up there. Mimir, I still don't get why you ever wanted to work for Odin.
Back then, I was young enough to still be ambitious. The Aesir gods were as powerful a force as I'd come across, but they clearly lacked for strategy, focus, and sage counsel. This could I faithfully provide. And so, a stranger from a far-off island found himself in Odin's ear, trusted as he trusted no one but himself. And with that kind of power, laddie, I must confess, there are perks.
Yeah, but he's Odin.
I never claimed to be perfect, laddie, only clever. And often too clever by half.
So what'd you do to get Odin so mad at you?
Well, for a long time my job was to enable Odin, and I was fucking excellent at it. Gradually, as I grew more to care about people and world, my job became to contain him, to protect him from himself. By serving peace, I served his interests as well, that's the truth. But he saw it as disloyalty. No longer trusting my motives, but not wishing to part with my brain or tongue, he bound me to a tree and adopted a new pastime of casual torture.
Well, I'm glad we came along to cut off your head.
Aye, lad. Lucky break that was.
जैकरो किंग लूडो का अपग्रेडेड वर्जन बहुत सारे नए फन के साथ कार्ड्स को यूज करो और अपनी टोकन्स को अकॉर्डिंगली मूव करो हर कार्ड के पास एक स्पेशल पावर है देखो मेरे गेम को इसकी टोकन ऑलमोस्ट सेफ जोन
ये गोलगप्पे कितने रुपए का है
भाई हाथ मत लगा।
अच्छा सॉरी भैया सॉरी
आप भी वीडियो देख के आ रहे हो क्या
हाँ वीडियो देख के आया था।
मजे लेने आए हो
नहीं यार मैं गोलगप्पे
हाथ मत लगाओ ना यार गोलगप्पे नहीं है सब्जी वाले गोलगप्पे
ओए होए होए होए
ये आगे चटनी मेथी दाने की ये आगे दही
ओ भाई हो गया भैया रेडी
ये लीजिए रेडी हो गया
ये गोलगप्पे कितने रुपए का है
भाई हाथ मत लगा।
अच्छा सॉरी भैया सॉरी
आप भी वीडियो देख के आ रहे हो क्या
हाँ वीडियो देख के आया था।
मजे लेने आए हो
नहीं नहीं यार मैं गोलगप्पे हाथ मत लगाओ ना यार गोलगप्पे नहीं है सब्जी वाले गोलगप्पे
If you drop the ring, you get fired. And even though everyone makes mistakes, it's true. You see, in this job, you have to exchange these tokens before the train enters a certain section of track. But there's a sussy catch, because stopping every time just to exchange the ring wastes a huge amount of fuel and time. So it has to be done while the train is moving. That's why. If you drop the ring, you get fired. And even though everyone makes mistakes, it's true. You see, in this job, you have to exchange these tokens before the train enters.
Can you spell taste? How was the slab, bro? 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 How was the slab, bro?
iPhone 6.
This waterfall is even bigger now that the water's... This is where the tower to Jotunheim should be. Feels strange somehow.
No doubt some arcane magics were involved. I would be not at all surprised to learn you were sensitive to that.
Come. Here. Boy.
No, you don't.
Forms the anything.
You scare up that alchemist what needed finding?
Read it.
These runes read death inside.
Let's get you squared away then. Whatever.
So, Brock said his friend was dwarven like him, wearing a green ring.
Look if you wish. I will be gathering resources for our journey.
You don't want to help him?
No,
Why not?
because I do not run errands for dwarves.
Oh. What's that? Dwarven, with no ring. One of his crew?
Scorch marks. There, along the floor and wall.
Weird. I guess we keep looking.
We?
I mean, I'll keep looking.
That's a soul eater. If that kills us, that's it. No Valhalla, no hell, no afterlife, ever.
It does not attack.
Ah. Mom made them sound more dangerous than that.
Then do not drop your guard. Come. Not him.
Hey, why you there?
Atreus, follow me.
Sorry, I got distracted.
You hear something? Okay, here we go. Incoming poison! I'm not ready.
We are done here.
Go!
No. We're not gonna find Brock's friend alive, are we?
Boy.
Yes, sir. It's another one of those maps.
कहाँ होगा एक रूम
The ring! On that severed hand! Attached to the soul unit. Well, we know what happened to the bar now. We can just go tell Brock. No need to fight it.
No, we will fight it.
But why?
Because you are frightened of it. Be strong, Atreus. Stay focused and look for a weak point.
Yes, sir.
Stay quiet. Make no sudden movement. Ready yourself! Stronger than you know.
Thank you, Father. Let's see if that's the alchemist's ring.
What does it say?
Sir. These runes were written fast. It spells out Eugene Staney. I don't know that one.
We will ask the blue one.
So now you're interested?
We found his alchemist. A reward was promised.
Here we go!
From behind! You two make quite a formidable duo.
Atreus, to me.
I'm coming, I'm coming.
What'd you
You're
find?
an alchemist.
I'm sorry, Brock. The hand is all we could find. Still wearing the ring. There was a soul eater inside, and well, it must have burned away the rest of him.
Suppose you'll still be wanting some compensation, huh?
Naturally.
Naturally, he says. Miani Feruxi. I'll take a closer look at this here ring. Maybe Anvari left a bit of magic inside for he groped.
Dwarves can do that?
Sure, dwarves and magic jewels is like flies and pig lips. Supplements.
Ugh. I'm not as interested as I thought.
Oh there. Got another favor to ask you two.
What do you want, dwarf?
I got another lead on my old pal Anvari. Meet me at the Lawnsoother Mines. There's some fancy-dancy loot in it for you.
Another lead? But we already found him. Well, found his hand anyways.
I'll explain at the mines. These ones is just south of the river pass. Now you two want something, or you just gonna stand there all gagged